Hey guys, next beer review today. Um, yeah, okay. I've done a couple beer reviews already, so I'm kind of burping a little bit. I absolutely love this brewery. I've probably had maybe 3 or 4 beers from them, so it's not a lot, but I just love it. Their labels and their bottles and everything are just so simple, but they work, and I love their artwork. Great Lakes Brewing Company, the EDMUND FITZGERALD Porter. And I have had this beer before, guys. I was at a craft beer bar in Chicago. This was when I went to see an Iron Maiden, and they literally, this place was awesome. They have Zombie Dust on tap. They have this on tap. They have Gumball Head on tap. They had 300 fucking craft beers on tap, guys. That place was heaven for guys like me. Uh, I probably had about maybe 6 or 7 beers and some nachos. And I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty drunk because a lot of the beers I tried were 13 percenters. So yeah, I was walking around Chicago that day, feeling pretty damn good. Well, we're gonna definitely give this a shot. I'm gonna read this a little bit. Unfortunately, I nicked this on something, so the label's kind of got a hole in. There's no bottled on date, but it's the freshest. For freshest taste, please enjoy by March 31st, 20. I think it's either a 7 or a 3, but I'm pretty sure it's 3. Robust and complex, our porter is a bittersweet tribute to the legendary freighter's fallen crew, taken too soon when the gales of November came early. You guys remember that song from Gordon Lightfoot? Yeah, I love that song. That is all the description, really. Uh, Great Lakes Brewing is out of Cleveland, Ohio. These are heavily available in this area. Um, like I said, a very good brewery. I have never had really any issues with them, and I have had this before. So, you can imagine I'm probably not going to have too much issues with this beer. Boy, does that taste smell good. Now, the last porter I had was a vanilla porter from, I can't remember the name, but I want to say Bridgewater Brewery, but I know that's not right. The vanilla porter. It looked tasty before I poured it. When I poured it, it looked like Coke. It just did not work. It was watery. It was carbonated strange. The vanilla was there, but it was just not enjoyable, guys. It did not feel like a beer. It did not taste like a beer. It tastes like watered down Coke that doesn't taste like Coke but has alcohol in it. That's what it tastes like. It was pretty vile. Oh, yeah, that already looks good. Oh yeah, yeah. I like to call porters light stouts because these look like fucking stouts, guys. This is a traditional heavy porter. This is what a porter is supposed to fucking look like, guys. Look at that fucking head. Look how creamy that is. That is brilliant. That is exactly how a porter is supposed to taste, guys. Show you guys the label again. I love the label. I love any kind of beer that's nautical themed, or that is just cool to me. Nautical themed or space themed, anything like that, or a fantasy theme. There's not too many beers that have that fantasy theme. There's a couple that have a demonic, satanic theme, which is pretty damn badass. But let's get some nose on this, see what we got. Some lightly dark roasted malt. smells very, very toasty and cozy. Little hint of like dark fruit, like a prunes or like some blackberries of some sort. That's just what I'm picking up. Maybe a little coffee. Well, I've been waiting too long. It's looking too damn good. So we're gonna we're gonna hang a thing on this fucker. Let's hang a thing on this motherfucker, guys. Cheers. Thick, creamy, heavy, tasty. I love this fucking beer. I've always loved it. I have had this in Chicago once, and then I think I've had this once before, and I loved it every time. It's tasty, and this is a little bit close to the expiration date. Now, it does have some coffee. There is some coffee in this, and coffee does fade over time. Now, there's a tiny bit of chocolate too, but the coffee is more the coffee's more there in your face. This is a fucking porter, guys. This is how a porter is done correctly. A real porter looks like a fucking stout. Which reminds me, if there's any light coming through there, there's a little light. Very ruby red. Like a very ruby red light. But there's virtually no light coming through there. But yeah, it is a ruby red. So it's not dark, it's not black. But it's ruby red. You guys can see it. I think you guys can see it. Right there. Yeah. Some of the stouts I've drank, there's no such thing as light in one of those. But yeah, this is like what I like to call a light stout. Okay? These kind of beers is what caused me to gain weight. So, these are heavy beers, guys. If all you're used to... let me look and see what the alcohol is on this. I don't know if it even says it. I don't believe it does. I like to know that. So that's kind of... oh, there we go. 6.0. 6.0%, 37 IBUs. Not very much IBUs, guys. It's not super bitter. But there is a little bitterness. Very easy drinking. I'm not going to go as far as saying that this is a beer you can just chill out and drink while you're doing a lawnmower. But it's pretty smooth for what it is. That's coffee and chocolate. And it lingers. Lingers on. And on. I'm still tasting it. I'm still tasting it. The chocolate. Ooh. God, it's almost like a mix between the two. It's like they're both there. This is tasty. I'm pretty pissed off though about the label. Fuck. It's kind of nicked there. That's alright. But, anyways. Delicious porter, guys. Absolutely. Great Lakes is, from what I've had from their beers, they probably possibly might be up there in my top 5 breweries, because I've never had anything bad from Great Lakes, or Founders, as a matter of fact. Founders is probably Just an amazing. Like a lot of the breweries in the Michigan, Indiana area are just crazy good. Most of the breweries in Oregon are pretty damn good too. Final chug, guys. Cheers. Cheers. Mm-hmm. It's tasty. Oh, God, I love that. I think when I was in Chicago, I think I had 2 or 3 of these on tap. And I tell you what, don't drink too many of these because they will give you the shits. I mean, it's dark, it's heavy, it's roasted. It'll go through you. But honestly, Gil, that's probably one of the better porters out there. That, in my opinion, I love that porter. It is just absolutely delicious. Please, for the love of God, if you ever go out and get a craft beer like that, do not drink it out of the bottle. Pour it in a fucking glass, guys. Okay, this isn't a Miller Lite. This isn't a Coors Light. This isn't Budweiser. You have to pour it out, enjoy it, enjoy the look of it. I like to see what the head looks like, the color. You can get a better smell of it when it's in an open glass because you got more space you got more room to smell it because it's more open. So that's just a better way to do it. Pour it in a glass, and if you're drinking a Busch Light or whatever, which I do enjoy Busch, but I don't drink those kind of beers now. Got into a little bit of trouble with the old lady, so I just drink craft beer. And so usually I'll drink craft beer during reviews, and when I'm not reviewing, I'll just drink the fuck out of Busch Light and get drunk as hell. But I don't do that. I just review 5 or 6 craft beers a day, get a little buzz going, take a break, watch TV. I don't get drunk. You especially can't really get too drunk on dark beer because that's usually most of the things I review are dark beers, and I'm rambling. So that's it. Pretty much all I got, guys, on this beer. I'm gonna give this one easy 10. Absolutely perfect porter. It is just amazing. The head, creamy, just absolutely deliciously creamy looking. Looks like ice cream. The body of it is super nice and creamy for a porter. It's just exactly what a porter should look like. That vanilla porter I reviewed the other day was it's insulting. It was. It did not look or feel like a porter when I drank it whatsoever. It was like Coke that did not taste like Coke, but had a really artificial vanilla and tasted like someone threw vodka in it. It was just terrible. Alcohol was not hidden very well, and it wasn't that high a percent of alcohol either. If I can find it. There it is. It was this vanilla porter. From Breckenridge Brewery. It was 5.4, not very big. And it was terrible. I'm sorry. But, like I said, if I went to a party, I don't even think I could drink it if somebody offered it to me. That's all I got, guys. You guys have a good one.